Greetings to all of you. I'm going to explain about the nuclear energy, right? So this is the nuclear plants, as it is very much well known to all of you, right? So what's happening in case of nuclear energy? So this is the nucleus. It is going to release neutrons, protons, and electrons, which consists of this neutrons, electrons, and protons. So a physical reaction which involves changes in the nucleus of atom is called as the nuclear energy. The nuclear energy is released mainly in the form of heat and sunlight. So nuclear energy is also called as atomic energy as it is considering from radioactive substance. So element that has an unstable nucleus will decay and emits radioactive radiation and to form a new element which is more stable. So this process is nothing but called as radioactive decay. So here in this nuclear fission reaction, radioactive decay, the process called as radioactive decay takes place. So the nucleus of radioactive substance is not stable and radiates alpha, beta or gamma rays to form a more stable nucleus. So examples of radioactive substances are uranium, radium and C14. These are the main radioactive substances. You cannot use any type of metal or element in the periodic table. Only these three are suitable for radioactive substances for nuclear fission or fusion reactions. So the two ways to obtain nuclear energy, one is nuclear fission, and second one is fission. So I'm going to explain clearly the differences among the two. First one is fusion, right? So fuse, it means when the atoms are going to join together, it forms a larger atom as it is commonly referred to as a nuclear fusion. So the sun produces energy through nuclear fusion, right? So from sun, obviously we are going to get direct nuclear fission reactions. So let us imagine this is the overall sun. It is going to release helium energy, that deuterium, protons, etc. All these are going to be released, right? So that deuterium nucleus, deuterium is nothing but 1H2. Hydrogen with 2 molecular weight is called as deuterium. Hydrogen with 3 molecular weight is called as tritium. So the deuterium nucleus and tritium nucleus, they will bombard each other and it forms a helium-4 along with the evolution of enormous amount of energy. So this is nothing but a nuclear fusion reaction. So what is sun's energy? So that fusion reactions exist in stars. Our sun is a good example of thermonuclear, nothing but the fusion reaction. It is almost impossible to create fusion reactions as what the sun is going to emit. The nuclear fission produces less nuclear waste than nuclear fission, and the materials are easier to obtain. So this is the main, you can say, the difference between fusion and fission. In case of fusion, it produces less nuclear waste, right? So this is how this is fusion. So deuterium, tritium, they are going to combine together, fuse, and it produces helium along with neutrons, nothing but energy. So in case of nuclear fission, so till now we have learned about fusion, which is nothing but fuse together, right? Two atoms fuse together and forms a larger one along with some neutrons or energy, that is fusion. So in case of fission, it means we are going to split up into 2 or more parts. It is divided into 2 or 3 more than 2 parts. So let us suppose a heavy nucleus of radioactive atom splits into smaller nuclei. When bombarded low energy neutrons, it is called as nuclear fission reaction. Right? So this is the reaction. So uranium-235, this is uranium-235, right? A neutron is bombarded with it so that it gives, along with energy, it gives krypton and barium. And above all these things, it is a chain reaction. What is meant by chain reaction? It is a continuous process. That's why it is called a chain reaction. So uranium exists in an isotope in the form of uranium-235. So this is radioactive element. That's why which is very much unstable. So when the nucleus of an atom of uranium is split, the neutrons released hit other atoms and split them in turn. More energy is released each time another atom splits. This is called a chain reaction. See, initially it has released 3. So again each one it has released, it is going to release many more like this. So which is nothing but that neutrons released in fission trigger the fissions of that uncontrolled nuclear reactions. The chain reaction is not slowed down because the rate of fission increases rapidly and a huge amount of energy is released. So which leads to the nuclear bomb. So nowadays the country, you can say whenever the wars or something like that, the country economic status, they are going to depend more upon this nuclear energy or nuclear power supply also. This is the nuclear power plant. So have a glance over it, right? This is the electric power or generator. We are going to pass steam at low pressure. So nuclear energy or nuclear power plants, enormous or high amount of energy is being released as well as a high amount of radiation. Hence, in order to minimize the heat loss or to maintain the you can say grid, we have to pass the coolants. So for this steam condenser and the coolant will be out. Here we are going to pass water pump, and again this is the steam generator, right? So water hot pump, again this is the reactor pressure pitcher. So this is the, you can say, nuclear power plant. So especially about fuel rods, they contain the nuclear fuel of uranium-235. So they are surrounded by a moderator, water to graphite, to slow down the neutrons released. Because here in this case, in the initial case, only 3 neutrons are released. But upon further, each neutron again releases 3 more. Like this, the chain process is going to be continued further. So they control the rate of reaction by moving in and out of the reactor. So moving in means rate of reaction, out means that is also rate of reaction. So it means all are moved in means reaction is shut down. So this is made of boron or cadmium, that can absorb neutrons. So this is about turbines. So unless, as Nicholas invented the turbine, isn't it? So which they are going to be rotate under pressure. The steam drives a turbine which turns the generator. So electricity is produced by the generator. So 2 separate water systems are used to avoid radioactive substances to reach the turbine. The energy released in fissions heat up the water around the reactor. So the water in the secondary loop is boiled to steam. So this is about nuclear power plants in India. So Zaral, Madras, we have Kaiga, Kakrapar, Rajasthan, Narora, Kanup, Jasnab, Tarpur, and all. nuclear energy, almost zero emissions. So it means very less percentage of greenhouse gas emissions will take place. They can be sited almost anywhere, unlike oil, which is mostly imported. The plants almost never experience problems if not from human error, which almost never happens anyway, because the plant only needs like 10 people to operate it. Very less, you can say, manpower is required. So a small amount of matter creates a large amount of energy. So only one neutron initially it is going to bombard with the uranium radioactive. Afterwards it creates enormous amount of energy. And from this an enormous amount of energy is also generated. Right? So these are more expensive and waste products are dangerous. We have to carefully handle them for over a period of time. There is presently no adequate, safe, or you can say long-term storage for all this one. Right? So these are the main disadvantages. We have to, that disposal is a very much big problem for nuclear energy base. Right? So one of the consequences of this nuclear energy, as you know, that Hiroshima and Nagasaki in Japan. So till date the people are suffering to the greater extent from various types of diseases. So in next class I am going to explain one more case study about this nuclear energy disaster. Thank you all.